Our pockets are filled with gadgets and technology, so it's no surprise journalists are using these same tools to cover breaking news.
I think technology has driven the speed of news. Journalists used to use the pen and paper, the camera, the film, all that good stuff. But today's audience has changed. We're in an on-demand society. We listen, we watch on various devices. We don't watch the 6 o'clock news, so journalists now have to be concerned with how can I get this up right now, because if I don't have it up now, my audience is out of here.
Technology pervades every part of what I do in my daily work life. Twitter and Facebook are fantastic at getting information out there quickly and spotting information and sharing information. But at this moment in time, they're actually quite bad for verifying that information. And there's this eagerness to share stuff. A lot of the time that is sadly at the expense of the facts. There was a very, very rapid switch. When you didn't go out and you weren't tweeting, you'd get texts or messages on Twitter from your editors like, should you not be sending some tweets? If you want to be doing digital coverage now, you need to be somehow schizophrenic. You've got to have this aspect of the quiet, bookish writer sat in the corner doing his thing. And then, of course, you have to assume the role of a broadcast journalist.
This seems to have been the worst damaged on the strip.
One of the great things about Instagram is that you can see right away what's going on in people's lives. The AP on the Trail feed on Instagram was really, really cool.
One thing that AP decided to do with this hashtag AP on the Trail was we were putting straight photos onto Instagram. We actually don't filter the pictures. It was straight photography, stuff that we saw, interesting vignettes that some people would refer to as cutting room floor material, things that wouldn't necessarily end up on the newswire. I actually get a kick out of trying to make a good photo out of something like an iPhone, rather than using the thousands of dollars of camera equipment that I always have with me when I'm doing my job. Using an iPhone as a camera can be a great equalizer because everybody Instagrams. The best camera you have is the one you always have with you. Instagram pretty much kept me excited. I do my work with my SLR cameras, but also when I would see something that maybe could make a good Instagram, I would take out the iPhone and snap a picture of that. Some of my favorite Instagram feeds that I follow are by journalists, by reporters, people who aren't photographers by trade. That's why I find Instagram so exciting, because it has made a whole nother segment of the population more visually aware.
So NewsHour started using Pinterest right from the get-go. They wanted to share what we were interested in. Our audience, might think of us as being more of older journalism, but we're trying to infuse new journalism. It's a show and tell journalism. Pinterest is one of those things that allows you to engage with our audience in a new way and connect with an audience that could stumble upon us because we posted some really interesting photo that grabbed them. One of the earlier projects that they used it for was a joint collaboration with our American Graduate Program. I would say that it's important to have a presence on these social media sites, not just as a driver of traffic back to your site, but to let people know that we have our own personality and we're interested in things that maybe aren't in the lead spot of our broadcast. Facebook and Google Plus and Pinterest and Tumblr and Instagram are still growing and maintaining popularity. It's fun to be part of this new media that's going on, and sometimes it can be overwhelming, the amount of things that are coming out and how things change over so fast now, but I would say it's exciting to try it out, why not? If you fail, you fail, but if you succeed, it can take off and be something really great.